Hi guys, welcome to the very first episode of Bold and Bubbly. We are so excited with me, Lynette,
Kanye,
and Daniela.
Guys, we are so appreciative of the love that you've shown us. We're generally here to give you what we promised in our real. Honestly, thank you so much.
You guys have gone above and beyond.
We so appreciate.
So many people.
The love has been
join.
so immense. We appreciate.
Yes, we're very appreciative. Thank you.
Yeah, but we are here to deliver. Do not worry. We're going to take every step with you. We're going to learn with you. We're going to share our experiences with you. We're going to definitely tackle each and every other thing that involves adulting, from school, transitioning to after school.
I think you guys will agree with me. It's like no one tells us or no one gets us ready for how life is gonna be different. Life is going to change. It's just a lot.
It's like you just get your degree and off you go. Nobody's
You're just thrown in a pit of, madam, you're now an adult, so brace it and just move on.
You're never prepared.
You're never prepared.
But we're here to tackle all that.
We're here to help you and share experiences. You know how you finish school, first of all, you have graduated with your degree and you have graduation day is done, the party is done.
Then what?
What next?
Then what? Then you sit home
and you're doing what?
For enough months. Years. Meanwhile,
Yeah.
I was on the internet sometime and people actually think they've been home since graduation for years.
Guys, I really would like to thank God because I didn't get to do that. Yeah, but everyone has a different story.
Yeah,
my story is not someone else's story.
True.
So we're just here to talk about it, enjoy it, bring to you our life experiences. Maybe you can learn from us. We can also learn from you guys.
Definitely.
So yeah, let's just dive right into it.
We are also still in the. Hey, we did not graduate years ago. We just graduated.
They may think we're like old mamas.
No, we're not aunties.
We're still young.
We're not aunties. We would totally relate to finishing the graduating and you're not doing anything. I remember when I graduated, I was home for three months, nothing. Tell me where I would be sleeping, wake up, sleep. There are some people who are lucky, by the way. Not everyone finishes graduation and is it's a block. There's some people who actually finish and have their jobs and get families and they're getting married. They're literally achieving.
I think there's a bill. They've grabbed that bill. We need to get married. The number of our age mates who were just graduating last year. Last year, but I don't know. It's so far.
It's not so far. We're still babies. Anyway, so you finish. Not everyone. Some people are lucky. So that we're not saying that every other person who finishes or every other young adult who graduates is. But most of us face that block of you finish and then you're home
for 7 months.
And that's mental. Nobody talks. By the way, nobody actually talks about how it affects you mentally. You'll be home and you're thinking, what's wrong with me? Yeah. Sometimes you probably don't have any plan. You sit down, someone is beginning a business or somebody had a side hustle and you are blank. You don't know.
In fact, that's the time you feel so small. You're home. You feel like, yes, I'm now an adult. How am I going to ask my mom for pads? You're done with campus. I paid for your tuition. You're supposed to be out there looking for something to do. And then you're still home. You're scared of it.
Mommy,
exactly. Mommy, I need
to build up. Oh my God. And then in your mind, of course, right now you need to get those things. Yeah. But deep down you're feeling so bad. Oh my God, what's wrong with me? You're looking at Daniela oh my God, Daniela has this job.
Then the
Daniela is in a very stable relationship. She has been proposed to. Daniela just graduated. She has a job.
Pressure.
Exactly. Pressure. And nobody takes you for that. But it's emotionally draining. I remember I would be feeling oh my God, did I perform so badly? Oh my God.
No one wants to hire
you. You even start accusing your parents or looking at but then my parents have had a company, a family company. I'd be working there. You start looking at all the things, and then you probably don't have any business idea in you. Even if you had, you don't have the finances to achieve or go after that dream. Everything.
I feel like that is okay until you start applying and you're rejected.
Guys, can I just...
How many applications did you guys send out after campus and you were rejected?
You see, I
sent an application to Coca-Cola and I was rejected. I felt so bad. I felt like
Coca-Cola.
After graduating with my second class upper, and you're not giving me a job, you know.
You guys, let me tell you, as I came for my interview for the job I currently have, while I walked through the gate, a company I badly wanted to work for, like, guys, I really wanted to be in Deloitte. I don't even know what occurred me and told me I could be in like those things of accounting. I kept telling myself, yeah, I want to work for Deloitte. Guys, on my way inside, I checked my email. Unfortunately, we will not be taking you on.
But you know, there is also, like, you guys know at this point, there is, most of us are in this category, but there is someone out there who doesn't even have, like, let's say you studied, for my case, I did procurement and supply chain management, but then after you've studied the course, you're not interested in pursuing that
particular course,
You literally just are like as if starting from scratch now. Like, do I really want to go and pursue procurement?
Yeah.
Because if you're pursuing procurement, you're going to first add S, there's CPA, there is all those other. Some people don't even have funds to go further. Let's say you actually have the funds, you just are not interested. And then in this whole time, now I'm talking from my point of view. You're like, am I wasting time? Like, is this
did I even do the right course?
Did I do the right course?
But I think, in my opinion, that is double-sided. It's like two-sided.
Mm-hmm.
You might have done procurement, but then you don't feel like doing anything related to procurement. While there's someone who did accounting and they badly want to do something related to accounting, but because of the prevailing conditions, you can't find any accounting job. So you have to go to probably a salon, start doing hairdressing, go to the market, sell things. So I feel
that is if you can actually.
I feel like it's the conditions.
Salon.
Yes, exactly.
You do even have the skills. You might even do you know how to play? Can you walk into a salon and say, guys, I'm here?
Can I for myself?
Exactly.
So I feel like it's the prevailing conditions sometimes that lead us to doing things that we're not even interested in. But because it is what is available at that time, you just have to take it on.
So I just want to ask like a few things, yeah? So you see how I think all of us here were in hostel, regardless of whether hostel or hall. How did you find your experience going back home or things like that? How did it feel from the independence? You know how in hostel, like, you're very independent, you do your own things, my own time. Oba, I've eaten. Oba, I've not eaten.
Exactly.
I will go where I want to go. No one will.
You know how you just dress up? You're in hostel and your friend just calls like, hey,
Daniela, this and this is happening. I'm like, yeah, mark me present.
I thought money was never the problem.
It wasn't.
When you finish graduation and you're home and you're like totally broke. Like at this point, your friends, by the way, I think this is where even friendship detachment starts from. Because now you're calling me, Daniela, Lina, let's go. I'm totally broke. Like I asked my parents to go out last week. So I can't ask again. Again.
How will my mother look at me? I need to be a good child.
Meanwhile, I think you guys had like really polite parents, like really chiller parents. Guys, my auntie, I had to have an excuse of like, it's my friend's birthday. At my adult age,
you have
it's our friend's birthday for me to move out.
Now, let me tell you, I think what helped me was, you see, I think I've been going out since S1. Like,
it's
been a thing.
That's why we draw the line, Daniela. That's why we draw the line.
So I've been going out since like my S1. And me, the excuses from S1 were, Mommy, it's my friend's birthday. I'd make my friends call my mother. You know what? Call my mom. Tell my mom it's your birthday. Don't call. As in, my mom would be like, okay, where do I drop her? She would even drop me.
But then we would play our parents.
So when I came, by the time it reached like after campus, I was, I think, already too independent to say, you know what, Mommy, I need to go out. I just tell her, you know what, today, I think I'm going here.
Were you too independent or too rebellious? Because
I think two of them together. I've always been that child. I don't think I've been like a very
naughty.
No, I have been a very rebellious child. Thank you. I think when my mom sees this video, my mom's gonna be like, "Hey, my child." So all those times you were lying to me.
Yeah, but that's the main reason why we're here to
But
relate.
yeah,
to
I really think it was kind of hard adjusting. I'm a person that likes my own space, my own time. I don't like having to ask that, you know what, I need to do this on this day at this time.
Because that was your rule.
So exactly now, coming back home, it took me quite some time. My mom used to get angry. I'd go, like legit go out, go, not come back. Then I come back the next day and she's like, okay, at least just let me know that you are not going to come back so that I am not worried. I stayed up the whole night waiting for you. But as time has gone by, like the last 2 years, because it's been 2 years after school, as time has gone by, I've actually learned to adjust. I've actually learned to be that child that seeks permission of, I won't say where I'm going, but I will say, you know what, guys, don't wait for me.
Right now you're like more mature.
And the funny thing is that I don't think I would be happy if my children did that to me, because, and yet, while I was doing it, I was very comfortable. I thought I was doing the right thing.
But I think communication is the most important thing.
Communication is
maybe then we were still young. We didn't see the need to communicate.
It's right, just like she said. Right now she just said, because it's like a normal thing. Like it's not hard to communicate until you.
And that's the funny thing, because you see, I think our parents also know that my child is not the child of like 2015. They're not the 16-year-old that they've been. Like, we are not very big adults, but we're like adults.
Yeah, we are.
So
Meanwhile, my story was different. Even after campus, moving out, I had to find a good reason. I had to find a good reason to leave home, even after campus. I was just so lucky that immediately after campus, I got a job. Guys, do you know what I did to leave home? I told them at my job, they're giving accommodation. so I had to tell them they're giving me accommodation. So when they had that, they were like, you know what? It's okay, now you can go.
What if they came to your place to see, since
where you're sleeping?
So
that is why we're talking about transitioning from whatever it was to what it is now.
Compared to you, I'm literally scared to leave home. Like, when I just graduated, I remember me and my roommate, we walked around looking for apartments to to rent. But tell me why everything was in dollars, man, $1,000 above 800. Mind you, we have no jobs. But still, even after graduation, I remember my internship had retained me. Then after like a few months, I got a job. But still, all that kajanja of
I have to move out.
I just got, even right now, like I keep reminding, like, oh my god, thank you. Like, thank goodness, my parents do not want to throw me out of their house.
Me, the one thing is, I've actually the thought of moving out has come to me. But then, I think because of the way my mom is, she's very chill. I'll tell her, mommy, okay, I'm not around for the weekend. She'll be like, it's okay.
What do I think you're lying? You're scared of you're scared of the expenses.
That's the thing.
The rent.
Whenever I think about it and I rent, then there's transport from that home where I am. There's food. Guys,
looking the way you look, dear.
Oh dear.
Because it's not cheap. It's not cheap.
It's not cheap.
No. At home, you would rather contribute towards the expenses of the house, but stay in the house.
But then, meanwhile, to me, I feel like I would rather be independent.
Yeah.
Have my own space to stay. Because guys, I'm so high on freedom. I want my freedom. I don't want you asking me why are you coming back home late. I feel like I'm too old for that now.
Yes,
I want to have my own space. Whether it's 3 a.m., I open for myself, I enter. If I have nothing to eat that night, I'll take black tea and sleep. But I have my freedom, like full freedom, without having to,
Anyway, like freedom may not be like the issue. I feel like the main issue that we all face is the part for like career guidance, the confusion that sometimes is there, because at some point I feel like it also comes from like the origin. I think it's an African thing, because most African parents, maybe I remember when I was in coming to university, you're like choosing which courses to do. Probably in that time I knew I wanted to do. I remember when we were in high school, we'd sit on like a table during freeze and we're like, oh my god, I want to be like Flavia. At that time Flavia had started anchoring, so we'd be talking, oh my god, I want to be anchoring, I want to be doing this anchor, I want to be in the media. Tell me why when it was time for choosing courses, and I'm like, oh my god, I should definitely do mass comm, because that will push me to the direction I really feel like I'll be better there. I don't even think my parents, I don't remember, did I tell them? My dad was like, make it the last, like you can put that as the last option, like start getting. So anyway, the main point is, I feel like it also comes from like there is an origin. Like maybe parents should, like in that time of choosing. At this point, some kids are lucky enough to know which direction they want to take.
Yeah.
It's not that everyone should be an engineer, because I've seen so many people who have finished accounting, engineering. Someone has suffered and toiled and tuition for all these years, and what are they doing?
I think I have like a whole different story. Mine actually stems from like even O-level, not knowing what I'm going to do. So I think when we're in O-level, we have to choose like those options of which things are you going to do in S3 and S4.
Yeah.
I went through all the things all the subjects, and I only knew I wanted to do French. Only.
You wanted to be Madame.
I only knew I wanted to do French. So now I'm like, I have to make 3 options. So I'm like, now what else do I put? Next thing, all I knew, one, my mom didn't come for that career day. Yeah, so I chose all those options by myself. Oh. French was a constant, it was. I don't know how I ended up doing food and nutrition. Guys, I hate to cook.
A French
Until today, I will not cook for you unless I love you so much. And I am in a very good mood, but I will not cook for you. I did food and nutrition, and then I did commerce. Now moving to like S5, and there I want to do PEM. I want to be a telecom engineer. Guys.
I remember.
I went and did Hill, and what was very funny is my mother really wanted me to go to Nabisunsa. Me, I was hell bent on going to King's College Budo. I told myself, nope, I want to go to King's College Budo. So when we filled the forms for school, my mom put Nabisunsa as my first choice. I went to school. They told us, I think some of you are not content with your choices. I went behind my mother's back and put King's College Budo as my first choice. Tell me how I did not end up at any of the 2 schools. I'm there like,
I think for me, like, I don't know. I've always known what I want.
That's nice.
That's what I want.
Very nice for you.
Very nice.
Till today,
because now in O-level, I knew what I wanted, and no matter what my parents said, I couldn't change that.
That's nice.
I knew what I wanted. Same applies to A-level, but
very,
tell me why.
Very nice for you, man.
I sat in a BCM class for 1 week, and I ran away. Everyone at home thought, actually everyone at home knew Praise was doing BCM. Taking a report card home at the end of the term, Meg. Now that is when things started changing. The one who thought, she knew too much biology. Guys, those books of biology I couldn't handle. I just had to.
But it's a good thing to know what you want. Like if you are, because very many people at this point, it's just now that I'm starting to discover, or like to even like go in the direction of what I want to do. Like I can tell you up to campus, I'll still just go with the flow. Like let's get that degree.
I've moved with the flow till now. Yeah, even ending up here,
it's just going with
a friend just told me Fairway has vacancy. Guys, I never thought I'd end up here. Like, I wake up every morning and I'm like, Daniela, are you in hospitality? How? Since when? Yeah. But I think I end up going to like what I am exposed to, what I'm doing. That like it just becomes a part of me. Yeah. So just a little tip to people who are out there that do not know what they need to do. Sometimes it's take a step into that hole of, I didn't know I would make it, but just fall in there. Just fall in there. You might actually like the experience of doing it, because now, regardless of the fact that I went through all this not knowing, I actually thank God that I went to the school I went to, ended up in the university I went to, because the person who referred me here is someone I met in the university who, if I had gone to probably Makerere University, I wouldn't have met her. Like, no. So it's just take a leap of faith into that thing that you think is not for you. Try it out. It actually might turn out.
Because some people might actually like decline some. And you know what? Again, we are talking like with a luxury. I feel like in that moment, Daniela, when you're at home for months and then this opportunity,
there is no way
you're going to be like, no. I did engineering, so I'm not going to go.
Because guys,
you're going to take what is there.
I have people we graduated with who keep texting me up to today, asking me, Praise, do you have any job opportunities at the hotel? Anything I will do. These are people I studied with, doing economics for 3 years. But they're not willing to do anything that is available. So I also feel like the desperation comes in, and then you're just willing to do anything that comes your way. But
it is a good thing, because not everyone actually gets that opportunity to actually have that hospitality. When you did very many, you may actually sleep at home and stay there for years. I had a story of a guy who had a first class, was home for like 2 years. Imagine being home for 2
waiting for what he studied.
No, you may wait, but also these opportunities may not present themselves to you. So there is that, like, now I feel like how to help yourself, like how to not run mad, because at some point I felt like I was running mad for those 3 months. You
can get into depression, meanwhile.
What I would do is you just try, like, by the way, motivational speakers don't just talk. Like, at some point when you listen to people talk, or when other people give you advice, and you just sit down and be like, you know what, it doesn't hurt, let me just try out their tips. So in that time, I remember I would have my notebook. It was health. Like, I was like, what bodies? That time I was a bit chubby. Okay, I'm still chubby, but like I had body goals. Okay, I had body goals. So the goals were, as like, I will start exercising on a daily, just to make, like, to put some activities in my day. Then I started writing down what are some of the things I like in my entire life, depending on what I studied. Generally, and I always knew what I actually liked by them. Surprisingly, I always wanted to be somewhere in, like, the media. I don't know. And I'm a shy person, like, but then I always knew I wanted to be doing something in the media. Like, since, if you know me from way back, I will have, like, I'd been talking about it for so long. So I did that. I wrote down what some of the things I like to do. And then I tried new skills. Now, in that time, of course, you didn't do food and nutrition and one, but tell me why I was teaching myself how to cook. I was learning how to do makeup, which failed, but I did try. I tried to do something. I tried to do something, like, don't just sleep, wake up, because you won't have too many thoughts. When you have an idle mind, is what?
The devil's work.
Exactly. You start thinking of only bad, negative things. Like, honestly, it's really true. Like, when you're there and you've slept, you don't even have sleep most of the time. You probably watch Netflix and chill Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. And the funny part is, once you finish school, how years were so slow back then. The years is like, we're celebrating years every after 3 months. We're like, hey, 2021 is done, 2022 is done, and you're seeing people moving on with their lives. You feel like you're in one position.
I think that should be a piece of advice to the people out there. You're done with school, you don't have anything to do as of now. Don't sit home, eat, sleep, wake up, eat, go visit your friends. Don't become a nuisance to society. Learn a new skill. I don't know, but I feel like people who are into technical works are making it, are achieving more than us who went to school to study a whole degree for 3 years. People who are doing makeup, they're earning too much money lately. You look at someone charging 100,000 per face. How many faces do they work on in a day? Like 10. Okay, minimum 10. How much money is that in a day? These are people who went to technical schools to do technical works. While us who went to school for 3 years to do your degree, you're home seated. Don't sit home, just go learn a skill. It might help you in the future.
You don't even need tuition. Don't say, I don't have money. YouTube, YouTube just came to solve some of our problems.
Meanwhile, so before you talk of skills, do you have any skill?
I actually do. I crochet, which I learned on YouTube, guys.
I do have so many skills.
Like?
I do cook.
Yes, I'm here speaking like a philosopher. I don't have any skill. Don't be like.
But I do cook. I actually also know how to do hair. I know how to do hair.
By the way, let me tell you one thing I know about United. United actually also does like makeup on us, like not like but like she does. If actually see her, she has done her own makeup. There's just those few things she may not know how to do.
What do you think I can do though?
Pretty
girl privilege.
Sit on the pretty.
Yeah.
There's just one last thing I really want us to speak about, before we go. You see how we've always had so many friends, like a bunch of friends.
Yeah.
Like, I went through schools where I had so many different friends.
She's a social butterfly.
And I enjoy. I love making friends. Then nowadays I'm sort of like not exactly like that. But you see, as we move from in the different stages of our lives, we actually reach a point where you don't even want to make friends, or you're like, you're just my acquaintance. You're just someone I know for A, B, C, and D. You're no longer. So how has it been for you guys? How have you guys been able to manage or maintain most of your friendships through these different stages of your current life?
I'll be very honest with you. Most of the friends I had, say, at campus, I think right now, if I have very many of them that I'm still talking to, they're like 3 out of all the friends that I had at campus.
Wow.
I have made new friends at my workplace. The ones I had before, I think I still speak to 3 of them. So
that is the other part that really needs to be talked about. Because you have your very close friends that you are literally besties. You're literally almost siblings. How you detach
how you grow
from,
exactly
like,
from being so
there
close.
is no bad blood. It's not like anything happened, but you just grow apart. You just, I don't know, nobody talks about it, and you just, and me as me, I have just not, I don't overthink it. I just decided to let it play out, because at this point, I don't know. People
I
just
think
grow
it's
up.
because right now I'm working, they're also working. Everyone has their schedules. We all get busy from work. You're going home.
No, but
tired.
you cannot be too busy for your friends.
I feel like sometimes the
real.
energy just doesn't.
That's the thing.
I can't be calling all the time.
Okay. In my opinion, yes, I've gone through it. There's so many people I won't even talk to. I will talk to them only, let's say, if we've met out, or they call me, or I see them on someone's story, and I'm like, oh, by the way, hey, tell the person I said hi, But it's just, I don't believe in the theory of you're too busy for your friend.
No,
you can never be too busy for a friend of yours, It's just, yes, we have so many different schedules, blah, 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 but it just doesn't make sense. You don't resonate with it like that.
I feel like it's a stage of life, guys. Then you're busy at work. I'm busy at work. I'm going to leave at 8 p.m. I'm very tired.
But praise.
I can't even make a phone call.
We don't need to talk every day. Again, I'm that friend, by the way. We can take a week without talking. But then if you call me and you're like, hey, hi, what's up? By the way, I have been going through this and this. I want to make time to literally meet you personally. If you're not, let's say, in the country, we're going to find a way. We're going to talk. I'm always there, open. The problem is going to come when now it's if I don't call you, you don't call me. And then that, there's no energy. No, but I'm that friend, even if we grew up, and let's say we grew actually apart, and you call me and you're like, hey, I'm going through this. Generally what friends do. I will be that. The only problem is if you have grown apart and you're calling me, hey, what are you doing today? Why are you coming to me?
Out of the blue.
No. Anyway, so I'm thinking this is a very, very broad topic that needs so many discussions. It's there's just so much about transitioning. There's so many different things we need to actually talk about. But I do not know if you have any last words to tell our people out there. If there's any advice you'd like to give them before we close.
I just like to say, just let it will be okay. It will honestly be okay. It will, the time will pass, but when an opportunity presents itself, if you're lucky enough to know that you have a passion for something, my advice is just go for it. Regardless of if you like design, fashion and design, don't start imagining until now I have to have a boutique. Until now, no, just start from what you have at the moment, and then just keep going. Just try, do something. Do something.
My word of advice is don't be pressured. Don't look at your friends' achievements. Don't look at what Praise has achieved, what Lynette has achieved, what Daniela has achieved. Everyone has their own timing. Move at your own pace, but please try hard. Put in effort, because effort cannot go unnoticed. Put in effort, but then also don't be pressured by what your mates are achieving or what they're having at the moment.
Yeah. I really think I would say the same thing as well. Like, there's so much pressure out there, and man, guys, pressure kills.
Yeah,
Pressure.
Depression.
You go into depression, you start thinking you're not good enough. Anyway, so to all our viewers, thank you so much for viewing our very first podcast. We are very happy. If you would like to give us any opinions towards the same topic that we talked about, please feel free. Please comment. Please share. Please like, and we look forward to having you in
social
our
media
next
platforms, Instagram, Twitter, and what else? YouTube.
Please, and also in the comments, kindly share what you have done. Let's try to learn from each other. Share what you did, or what you're going through, or what you're doing to in that time frame of transitioning. If you're transitioning, share with us what you are doing, because we also need to learn from you guys.
Also, if there's anything else you want us to tackle or talk about, please feel free to go to the comment section.
Go to the comment section
and add it there. We'll be very glad to tackle it with you.
Yep.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Till next time, guys.
Bye.
Till next time. But cheers to bold and bubbly. Cheers. Till next time.